academic conference is meant to simulate like a real research conference. So it gives the students the chance to work on their public speaking skills, work on research skills, and then just get a sense of what it's like to present in a conference and what it's like to present an oral presentation or a poster presentation.
One of the things that we changed in the last few years is really making sure that everybody is participating in the conference in some way. The first change that we made was requiring that all students submit a proposal. And then the next step after that was not only does everyone have to do a proposal, but everyone actually has to present in some way, either doing a poster session or a panel presentation, so that we're really introducing students to what life is like as a student at a Research One institution. Coming to U of A is more than just going to school. It's not just high school plus. It's being a part of a community that actually engages in the creation of knowledge, the creation of the way we understand the world, and getting students from all disciplines to understand that they have a voice.
So the first step is to form a group. So usually in the first week of New Start, students will form their groups and they'll pick a topic.
I'm really impressed by the topics that the students take on, and they take on topics that are controversial, that are really heavy-hitting topics, and they see the results of that when they do their presentation or their poster, and other people are pushing back at them and contradicting them and challenging them. And that's exactly what we should be doing at a university of this caliber. We should be engaging in dialogue about the information that we're getting, because that's one of the great differences between higher education and K-12. Here, we really should be picking apart that information and challenging it and dissecting it and coming up with alternate ways of understanding the same thing. And we saw that this year with some students who really were tested by the other students in the audience, and not everyone has to agree, which is another great outcome of academic conference, is that we can find ways to disagree with each other in civil and human ways.
And it also gives researchers on campus a chance to see students that they might want working in their labs or working with them on their projects. So students might find mentors that they can now work with for the next 4 years here to get their foot in the door for research and then possibly have a kickstart on getting into grad school.
So what I did a panel presentation, so I had to present my PowerPoint in front of a classroom, and I was terrified because coming in New Start 2015, I was very afraid of public speaking, and I wasn't comfortable with who I was just coming out of high school. Like, here I am on a big campus, but I feel like even though I was scared, I didn't, and I put my best forward, and it could have been better, of course, but I feel like it took away something very big, and that was not being afraid of presentations, or not being afraid of public speaking when it came to the fall. So I feel like that's a huge obstacle that the academic conference helped me get over.
I got to work with people that I wouldn't have thought about working with before, and I didn't think that it was gonna work, but it ended up working, and we're all passionate about this, so we all did really well in our presentation. I think the biggest takeaway is maintaining that professional attitude no matter what setting you're in. Even working in a group, before we actually presented at the academic conference, it's frustrating when people don't do what you expect them to do, and that can get worse if you don't maintain that professional tone, hey, we're all working towards something, so we should be civil with each other.
The fact that I connected with my students, the fellow students of New Start, through the academic conference was important, because that's a big side of college where we all go to the football games together, we all may do the fun things, but to recognize that we're all students and we're here for our education is a big part of it. So when I was working late night on my academic conference proposal, I was nervous to actually do it, but when I saw other people in the great room working on their proposal too, I saw other people practicing, we exchanged information about our ideas. It really showed me that the people I was doing New Start with are also people dedicated to themselves. They're very smart people, and it kind of just created a very interesting family dynamic where we're all proud of each other. After the conference, everyone was happy to see each other's presentations. So the academic conference definitely, to me, helped me understand what we're all here for.